Cancel culture is about to cancel Damian Lillard out of Portland? I can't believe after all the losing in the playoffs, the inability to actually build a championship contender around Dame, it's going to be Twitter outrage that makes him leave. I have been really disgusted by the reaction to Chauncey Billups being hired as head coach, and I hope Damian Lillard sees this video because the people who are hating on him are dead wrong. Yo, it's KC, this is AM Hoops. Hit subscribe for 5 NBA videos per week, but first I have to address the hair. So I am going to dye it because I said that Trey wouldn't make it past the first round. I was wrong. And it's going to be for the NBA Finals. And it'll really hurt if Trae Young is actually there. Damian Lillard could finally leave the Blazers? Yeah, he could. Chris Haynes reported that, and he is the Dame whisperer. When he says something, it's like Dame said it himself. Quote, coaching process, inability to build title contending roster may push Damian Lillard out of Portland. Like, oh, Dame doesn't want to leave. He's being pushed out. He wants to be seen as loyal so bad. But fans are upset because Chauncey Billups was accused of rape back in 1997. Now, he was never charged, but he settled the case out of court in 2000. I will explain why this should not factor into him being hired in Portland, but people are upset. One man tweeted, "This is on Dame, in my opinion. They were always going to hire exactly who he wanted, and he wanted Billups or Kidd. They put out names like Becky Hammon and Mike D'Antoni to cool off some of the backlash and hired the guy who they were always going to hire." Then Dame responded, "Really? I was asked what coaches I like of the names I heard, and I named them. Sorry, I wasn't aware of their history, and I didn't read the news when I was 7 or 8 years old. I don't support those things, but if this is the route y'all gonna come at me, say less." There were other fan tweets that he responded to, but the point was that instead of backing his new coach, Dame backed away and said, "I had nothing to do with this." Even the Chris Haynes article said this: Dame had seen some of the fans attacking him on social media for a pending coaching hire he played no part in consummating. What? Damian Lillard said he wanted either Chauncey Billups or Jason Kidd. Of course he played a huge part in this. The Portland fans freaked out because of Jason Kidd's domestic abuse case, so Kidd backed out. Then Chauncey was hired, and Dame was on the Zoom for his job interview. So why is Dame trying to act like he wasn't involved? Cancel culture. It's when a group of people, usually on social media, end somebody's career after they did something bad. Sometimes it can be a tool to take down powerful pigs like Harvey Weinstein, but sometimes it goes too far, like with Chauncey Billups, who is not a serial scumbag like this guy. No one actually knows what Chauncey did that night in 1997. Now, that doesn't excuse him. I mean, Chauncey says he's innocent, the victim says he's guilty, but I'm not going to bring up the details of the case because in the end, it is a he says, she says. We don't know. What we do know is Chauncey Billups has been an outstanding human ever since that day. He was a leader on every team, from Denver to Detroit. People wanted him to run their front office in retirement, and ESPN felt comfortable enough to put him on their air, and they don't just let anyone on their channel. My point is that Chauncey Billups is now a good dude. We know that. We don't know what happened in 1997, but the courts played out, and an allegation should not ruin his career. An allegation should be a huge red flag, especially one that serious. I mean, if someone is accused of doing something as bad as rape, we should all be on high alert for any bad behavior. The two examples of this are Kobe Bryant and Mike Tyson. In the mid-2000s, Kobe was accused of rape, and so was Tyson in 1992. In fact, he was convicted and spent 3 years in jail. In the years after, Kobe became a hashtag girl dad. He supported women's basketball, and he didn't raise any moral red flags. Tyson got in even more trouble. He became a huge loose cannon, got a tattoo on his face, and eventually bit a dude's ear off. Not good. My point is, don't judge people forever based on their worst moments. To hopefully prove this point, I'm gonna tell my worst moment in my job at least. And I've never told this in public, and I don't wanna tell it, but hopefully it'll prove the point. So back when I was an intern, my very first year in any kind of media, I was in the LA Galaxy soccer team locker room. They let me in there to interview players. And there was David Beckham and Landon Donovan and all these guys. And for some reason, I don't know why I did this. To this day, I don't know what I was thinking. I had a camera and I hit record before the players were ready. And David Beckham was like changing into his regular clothes. He wasn't naked or anything. I wouldn't do that. But the fact is, I don't know why I did it. And Beckham noticed. And he looked over at me and he was like, hey man, will you not like record before I'm ready to talk to the media? And I was like you wouldn't believe how embarrassed I was. And it was so dumb. It was stupid. And he called me out like in front of everyone. There were all these reporters there and all these other players. And we did, everyone did the interviews. And when it was all done, I went up to him and I was like, dude, I'm sorry. Don't know why I did that. It was, I don't know what I was thinking. And he said, it's all good, dude. And he noticed, I guess he could see how young I was and that, it could be really bad for me. He could have blackballed me right there, but he didn't, which was great. Now that isn't as serious as what Chauncey Billups is being accused of, but the whole point is not to judge someone or end their career based on that one thing. And David Beckham could have ended my career right there, but he didn't. Even Barack Obama said, the world is messy.
And this is accelerated by social media. There is this sense sometimes of the way of me making change is to be as judgmental as possible about other people. Like if I tweet or hashtag, then I can sit back and feel pretty good about myself. Because man, you see how woke I was? I called you out.
Exactly. Good people have flaws. I could see if Chauncey Billups had a really serious allegation in '97, then he showed signs of being a bad dude. But to take that one awful moment that may not have happened and cancel the guy's ability to be a head coach is wrong. And now Damian Lillard is afraid to be connected to the Chauncey Billups hiring? No, Dame, don't let these people get away with that. Dame should tell him, yeah, we don't know what happened in 1997, but we do know for sure who Chauncey has been for 24 years since then, and he should be given a chance to be a head coach. For Dame to use that, though, as the excuse to say he's being pushed out is unacceptable. I could see the fact that he hasn't had an all-star teammate since 2015, or that the Blazers haven't actually been a contender despite making the conference finals. But the Chauncey Billups hiring is a good thing, not the last straw. I will not make an updated Damian Lillard trade video, except for this one updated trade. So it is Damian Lillard to the Sixers for Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey, and 3 firsts. This only happens if Dame requests a trade. I believe Dame's offense is on the same level as Ben's defense. But since we all know that offense is way more valuable in today's NBA, they have to throw in Tyrese Maxey, who the Sixers value and has shown he's a contributor in the playoffs. The 3 first-round picks looks like a lot, but not in today's trade environment. But I really hope Dame does not force his way out because of this. I'm a fan of Dame leaving, but not because of some disgusting cancel culture BS. If he leaves, he should tell the truth. He left because the Blazers couldn't build a winner around him, not because Chauncey Billups is a bad guy. And this is the video I was telling you about with all of the Damian Lillard trades if you want to see them, including, yes, the Golden State Warriors, because he would be a good fit there. I explained that too.